G'day guys, how are we? Denz here. Today I'm just going to talk about pretty much the recent 2Ks, our team performance and pretty much what this means for Dallas. So first off, just everyone witnessed the geek nade, kill pie done. Pretty much exposed now, so definitely run armored through that little creek alley. But just going to start with the 2K kind of recap. Probably just start from the quarterfinals where we versed Azzy's team. Probably our hardest game actually for the day, I feel. I think the first game was like 90 to 60 or 90 70 our way. Like, it was pretty close, you know, pretty early days, and I somehow timed out. Not sure what happened there, but I was trying to connect to the service for like about 30 minutes, and I was pretty frustrated. I was pretty tilted over trying to get back on the servers. And then what made it worse is Perko is legit trolling me, messaging me saying, Steve's gonna take the win, blah blah blah. And at this point I was just like, you know, trying my best to get back online. I was just so frustrated, and I did not need to be like stirred up even further. And so I was pretty pissed off, not gonna lie. And then even more, I had Matt Flayers messaging Ging saying he was raping me the first map. First of all, that's a complete lie. I destroyed the shit out of Matt, but I ended up finally getting back on the servers, and on the restart I slapped Matt around, and we won pretty comfortably. I think it was like 250 to 150 or somewhere around there. And then yeah, the next map, USS Texas, I think we're like 4-1 up, and I got a collat the next round of like the round 6, and we ended up losing that 2v4 or 4v2, and then it was just downhill from there. We somehow lost that map, and I think we kind of played like with no respect, and you know, probably a bit too cocky, and I mean they made us pay for it, so like props to them. And then next map was Ardennes Forest, and this was actually quite a close map. I think we ended up winning 2-1, and overall it was quite close. I think Shocks and Lincoln were going pretty clutch. I think Shocks got a return on the first half, and we capped it within like 3 seconds left of overtime in the first half. And then we conceded an early flag, and we were on the bad side. And so like, shit, we're up. You know, we got to fight for this. And somehow we managed to cap a flag. I'm not even sure how we won that game, to be honest, but we managed to. And then the next hard point, I'm not quite sure what map it was, but it was 250 to 200, so it was pretty close actually. Pretty good effort from Azzy's team. That was like I said earlier, they're probably one of the hardest teams actually for that day, so props to them. And anyway, so yeah, we won the 3-1, moved on, and we versed Atletico, who pretty much just came off a pretty big win versus Tainted Mines. They won that 3-2. I think we saw like the first map, and Swifty was 40 and 20 with 2.5 minutes in hill, and some of the Chiefs players a double neg, yet not Chiefs, Atletico, yet they were still, they still won the game, so that was pretty crazy. Tainted Mines wanted to burst us as well, just so they could knock us off, because obviously the only way to catch us in points after the first 2K was trying to like knock us out early, because they came 3rd to 4th. So they pretty much wanted to make us come 3rd to 4th, and then they win the 2K. And it would have been, you know, winner takes all in this last 2K, but Atletico had some other plans. So we ended up versing them. It was pretty standard win for us, I feel. It wasn't too many complications. It was quite late. I mean, the semi-final was probably what, like around 12:30, 12 at night. Of course, that was for Eastern Standard Time. For me, it was 9:30. But no, it was Hardpoint, pretty comfortable win. I think Ardennes Forest, we really not know how to play that, and we just managed to just like, kind of like do split pushes or whatever we did. I'm not even sure what we did. I remember one round Atletico hit A, and we're like, sweet, let's just do what they did. You know, if it's that, you know, if it's that easy, let's just do what they did. And we had no idea. We're just, you know, running around, and most dysfunctional A push you'll ever see. yeah, but we end up winning S&D, and then the gridiron, I think it was on London Docks. We played that pretty well as well, so that was got us in the grand final, 3-0 versus Atletico, and then we versus SYF, which was able to beat Cody's team in the other side of the bracket. And we versed SYF the week before, beat them in the semi, so it's like a kind of rematch, you know, and it was much more important. And first hardpoint, Ardennes Forest, absolutely steamrolled them. This is actually the video. I feel like there's parts of this video where, I think it was on Bungie Hill, all 4 of us are just sitting outside the hill kind of slaying, not even worrying about hill time. Which when we were playing was like, is anyone gonna get it? But we're all pretty content just sitting there, you know, slaying the shit out of them. Then the next map was S&D on the docks, probably our worst map, and they played it pretty well. Definitely a learning experience there, and I think they won like 6-1, 6-2. I think they smashed the shit out of us actually, but you know, we're gonna have to work on that. Next map, CDF Flak Tower. We're pretty good at CDF. I think we got a pretty good balance, and we probably got easily the 2 best like run and gun flag carriers, flag returners, and Jocks and Lincoln. So that's pretty handy. And then the last map was Hardpoint St. Marie, and we got a pretty good start. I think we're like 90-10 off the first 2 hills, or 85-10 off the first 2 hills. And pretty much at that point we knew we already won. You know, it was pretty much snowball effect. So you know, we won the grand final 3-1. Pretty happy with the result. I think, you know, team performance wise, still got a lot to work on in terms of our S&D. Also getting used to more FG meta. We mainly use the bars in this 2K, I think, in the last 2K. So definitely be interesting to see how this 2K goes with more like FG dominant kind of players, or like adoption. And yeah, I'd say our MVP for this week probably Shocks. Last week it was Mitch, and obviously, you know, Lincoln's kind of like the one that he pretty much does it all, rotations, heal time, and I mean if he's going positive, or you know, pretty much +5, he's pretty much doing a pretty fucking good job. Doesn't get enough credit, but we definitely notice it, or I definitely notice it. But yeah, definitely this week Shocks stood up. He pretty much took over a lot of the games, which was good. And yeah, so pretty much means we've qualified for Dallas as long as we just play semi-decent this 2K. I think like a top 4 finish. So I think we will probably have to verse Azzy and Co. Should be pretty. No, this week's 2K, if it's any indication, will still be a pretty difficult game to win. And yeah, we should qualify for the pool play spot, which is pretty cool. I also think there's multiple other Australian teams going, so hopefully we get a lot of support from everyone in the community. Obviously we want to see as many Australian teams do as well as possible, and you know, I think this is probably the most Australian teams we've had at an international event, which is going to be pretty cool. We've got like kind of like the whole squad, the whole Australian squad going over, and hopefully we can, you know, give each other a hand to do as well as possible. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of the 20 seconds of gameplay. Thanks.
Strafing run inbound. New hardpoint. Move out. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint's getting overrun. Need reinforcements.